Imagine trying to parallel part a delivery truck right inside your living room.
Right. It sounds totally impossible.
Exactly. And, well, that is exactly the spatial problem you face when you decide to install the Draper 254-2777 SC profile plus fixed frame screen. Welcome to today's deep dive, everyone.
Yeah, we're looking at the technical specs and logistical documents from HDTVSupply today just to really understand the extreme limits of high-end home audiovisual gear.
And to give you a sense of why we're using that delivery truck analogy, we are talking about a screen with a 248-inch diagonal.
Yeah, 248 inches, which for context, this is a 2.35 to 1 CinemaScope screen.
Right, so it isn't your standard, 16 by 9 flat screen TV shape.
No, not at all. It's the ultra-wide panoramic aspect ratio that directors use for massive cinematic blockbusters. You are literally putting a true commercial cinema format onto a canvas that is nearly 20 feet across.
Almost 20 feet. Okay, let's unpack this. Because the moment you buy this, you hit a glaring physical wall. I mean, you cannot pivot a 20-foot rigid rectangle up a flight of stairs.
Oh, definitely not. Or squeeze it into a residential elevator, for that matter.
Right. So how does that even work?
Well, what's fascinating here is that the engineering actually anticipates that whole logistical nightmare. You aren't shipping a giant, solid object.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the screen purposely ships entirely unassembled. It acts like a giant ship in a bottle that you build on site, bringing it into the room in manageable pieces.
But wait, if I am assembling a 20-foot screen by hand in my house, how does it not end up looking like, I don't know, a wrinkled bedsheet?
That's a great question because, yeah, factory-made screens use industrial machines to stretch the material perfectly.
Exactly.
But here, that is where the frame's specific construction comes into play. It relies on a lightweight extruded aluminum frame and a sliding hook and loop system.
Hook and loop, so like industrial Velcro, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. And instead of simply stretching the fabric over an edge and hoping for the best, this system allows you to incrementally adjust the tension. You adjust it along every single inch of the perimeter.
Oh, wow. So you're essentially tuning the fabric.
Exactly. You pull it drum tight across the entire 20-foot span to create a perfectly flat, uniform surface right there in the room.
Okay, so you painstakingly stretch this massive canvas, and because it features a zero-edge design, meaning there are no thick black borders, it's just pure picture.
Yeah, pure edge-to-edge picture.
So it's going to completely dominate whatever wall it sits on.
It takes up all available real estate, every inch.
Which creates an entirely new physical conflict. Because if I'm building a state-of-the-art home theater, I have massive high-end speakers.
Naturally, you'd want the best sound.
Right. But if this zero-edge screen is sitting flush against the wall and eating up the entire room's width, where do the speakers go?
Yeah, you can't put them beside it.
Exactly. Does this mean you have to sacrifice audio quality for visual size?
Well, no. The technology solves that spatial conflict by entirely rethinking the screen material itself. This specific Draper model uses a projection surface called the ClearSound NanoPerf XT1000V.
NanoPerf, so like microscopic perforations.
Thousands of them woven directly into the fabric. The material is completely acoustically transparent.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it allows you to place your entire speaker array directly behind the screen, totally hidden from view.
Hold on. If I am pumping thousands of lumens of projector light at a screen covered in tiny holes, wouldn't the light just pass right through? Like, wouldn't it hit the wall behind it and ruin the brightness of the image?
You would think so, but it's actually a brilliant balancing act of physics.
How so?
Well, the perforations are carefully calibrated. They are large enough and dense enough to allow acoustic pressure waves to pass right through.
Okay, so it doesn't muffle the high frequencies of the dialogue or the score.
Exactly. But at the microscopic level, the vast majority of that fabric remains a highly reflective, specialized coating.
Ah, I see.
It bounces the visual data back to your eyes so efficiently that your brain just doesn't perceive the missing surface area. The sound pushes right through the picture.
So it perfectly replicates how commercial cinemas put the center channel speakers directly behind the actors' faces.
You got it. It is a true commercial cinema experience without the visual clutter.
Okay, so you achieve this massive, seamless, acoustically perfect illusion. But building a commercial cinema inside your house requires a commercial level commitment.
Oh, absolutely. It really does.
So what does this all mean for the buyer? Looking at the specs, we are talking about a current investment of $7,912.
Yeah, it is not an impulse buy.
And I have to imagine, given the highly specialized, build-it-in-the-room nature of this tech, There's no safety net if you change your mind.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, you're right. Because it is a built-to-order custom freight item, HDTV Supply's policy strictly dictates that this screen is non-cancelable.
Wow. Non-returnable, too.
Yep, non-returnable and non-refundable.
Once you map out that wall and pull the trigger, you are locked in. I mean, you are buying a permanent architectural integration.
It is a structural upgrade to your home, really, not just a gadget you swap out in 3 years.
Which is a great reminder for you, the listener. An item like this isn't just an accessory, it fundamentally changes your living space.
It absolutely does, and this raises an important question to ponder. As massive, acoustically transparent zero-separation screens become readily available for private spaces, are we rapidly approaching the obsolescence of the commercial movie theater?